it's Liz, the girl with the blue eyeshadow. Today we're going to be doing a video. Today we're going to be doing a video on cleansing balms. How I use them. I've tried quite a few, so I'm going to try to rank them. If that sounds interesting to you, keep on watching. Okay, so you might be wondering why cleansing balms. So a couple reasons. I guess we're gonna do like a little skincare journey with Liz. I remember first hearing about cleansing balms that they would help with acne. I used to suffer from really bad acne. I still occasionally get it, and I kind of just liked the idea of it, of like a cleansing balm, like you're just wiping your face and everything kind of supposed to come off. Before that, I used to use makeup wipes. Makeup wipes aren't great for your skin because you're kind of rubbing the dirt all over your skin. It works better if it's like if you're traveling, they're more convenient. So like that's probably when you should be using a makeup wipe. But everyday use, they are not the best from what I've heard from, dermatologists and estheticians I follow. I feel like I should also do like a disclaimer here. I am by no means a skincare expert. I'm not licensed in an esthetician, a dermatologist. I'm none of that. I am someone who has gone through a lot of skin issues and follows a lot of them, so I think I know a little bit, but again, this is really just my opinion. So I just want to put that out there. So where was I? Okay. I was doing makeup wipes, and then I kind of just didn't like how makeup wipes felt. They felt a little grimy. I don't know how to describe it. They just weren't my favorite. So I moved on to micellar water, which I do occasionally still use, and will use them with I used to use them with the paper. What am I talking about? These cotton rounds. And occasionally I will still go back to that, but at the time I was in college and I was getting sick of having to go to the store to go buy those. What are they called? The basic rounds, I guess you'd call them. And sometimes I couldn't get the ones that I wanted. I like the Target brand. Those are probably my favorites. You go to Walmart, they have one I think that are called Quisps or something. I never liked those. I didn't like how they felt on my skin. I think the Target brand's probably my favorite and most affordable. Shiseido has some that are really good, but they're pretty expensive. And sorry, we had some technical difficulties and interruption of sorts. So where was I? I think I was talking about micellar water. I didn't want to keep buying what are they called? Hold on. Cotton rounds? You call them cotton rounds, right? Am I crazy? Yes. The cotton rounds. I didn't want to keep buying them. I didn't mind buying them. I didn't hate how that came off my face. I think if you have very acne prone and oily skin like I did at the time, you would actually like that because it's a little, I don't want to say stripping. Stripping sounds kind of scary, but you're able to get all the makeup off and you feel a little refreshed. Even if you use a micellar water, you should still use a cleanser. But sometimes if I was very, very lazy, I got back late, I could do this and be like, this isn't great, but we're working with it. Does that make sense? My favorite micellar water is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. I prefer the one in the pink top. They have a blue one that people talk about that they really like, and it's for waterproof makeup. I didn't particularly like that one because it's a little too, how do we say, I felt like it left a film, and I didn't really like that. But this one I don't think leaves a film, and I like it. I think it's around $6 or $7, which is pretty good. I don't know if a good one in the drugstore that I would recommend. Bioderma is something people always recommend and I hear about. I think that one might be good for sensitive skin. Yeah. I guess now that I think about it, I should probably tell you my skin type. So back in the day when I had really bad acne, I would say I had oily skin. I've gone to a dermatologist. I'm on a prescription, tretinoin and some other stuff. And so while my skin isn't as oily, and I think that might just be from, growing up a little bit and just getting older, hormones aren't as crazy. I would still say I lean oily, but to normal. I occasionally will have like an issue with like a dry patch, but it's not a huge issue that I would say I have dry skin. So yeah, normal to oily is kind of where I'm at skincare wise. I also wouldn't say I have sensitive skin. I try to use things that are for sensitive skin just because I think they're a little better. I just realized I might have mascara all over my face. Whoops. I do not have sensitive skin, I guess I should say. I'll try to keep it in mind when I'm going through all these balms, but yeah, I do not have sensitive skin. I like like when I got put on tretinoin, they're like, you might just need to use this once a day, like once or twice a week, and I was like, whatever, and I put it on like every single night, and they're like, you haven't had issues? I'm like, nope. And they're like, oh wow. Like I just have like my skin can take it, like it can take a beating, but I don't encourage my skin to take a beating, if that makes sense. Like I try to be conscious of like sensitive and be sensitive to my skin, if that makes sense. Okay, sorry. So I guess the preface of this is, if you at the end of this are like, cleansing balms do not sound like they are for me, I do not want to take the time going in with a micellar water and cotton round, or this is like what I bought because I didn't want to keep buying cotton rounds, are like actual cotton reusable ones that you can buy on Amazon. I'll try to find the link to these. I do have the makeup eraser ones. I got these makeup eraser ones because they said you could just put it in water and you could wipe it off, which occasionally after using a cleansing balm, sometimes I'll still get mascara on the very bottom, and I kind of want to just take that off with like just water because I don't want to use the micellar water. You get what I'm saying. But these work around the same as these. I would say these are a little better. They're a little easier for me to grip. I think I'm just used to a cotton round compared to these. I'll try to link both of them. I don't know if I can link these because I got these on a weird sale, and they're like a special edition SpongeBob version. But yeah, so if you're just like at the end of this, like I don't want to use any of this, going in with the micellar water, cotton round, reusable one, that's always an option. And then just go in with your normal cleanser. I'm gonna get into what I use in a second. You do have to wash these, just so you know. I usually just, this pack came with like 16. They usually do, so at least you have like 2 weeks or so to go through them. I'll try to, if there's like a lot of black makeup, so like mascara, eyeliner on them, I'll try to rinse them the best I can in the sink with soap, and then I'll throw it in with my laundry. If I still notice stains on them, I'll just do one more round with them. That's kind of just how I do it. If anyone has suggestions, or if that's somewhat terribly wrong, please let me know in the comments, I guess. So for cleansers, so how are you supposed to use a cleansing balm? Cleansing balm, you're supposed to put on your hand, whatever, get it all over your face, suds it up, rinse off your face. Sometimes they recommend just doing it with like a towel, so going in with like a wet towel, and you can do it that way. I don't do that. I just go in with my hands and try to get it off, and then you have to double cleanse, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm recommending right now. You have to double cleanse. So that's your first cleanse, and your second cleanse is going to be one. It doesn't have to be these, but these are the ones I'm just telling you about. I have the Crave Beauty Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser, and then I also have the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gentle Cleansing Lotion for sensitive skin. This one doesn't have a scent to it, so I think if you did have sensitive skin, this would be very good. It's very gentle. It doesn't do a lot. It's not drying. It's not stripping. This is the one my dermatologist recommended to me. I do like this. This ranges, I think I looked for like $8 to $12 depending where you get it. There's sometimes you can get a coupon for this. I would recommend this. I tend to use this in the morning when I don't have like a lot to take off, like it's just like the skincare from the night before. And then I'll sometimes use it if I notice my skin getting a little drier. Again, my skin doesn't get too dry, but that's when I'll use this. Very, very gentle. I mostly use this one at night. This one is also pretty gentle, but I notice if I'm getting like acne, if I'm breaking out, I tend to want to use this just because I feel like it takes off more, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm going to take a drink every time I say, does that make sense? What am I saying? I don't want to say this is stripping, but I feel like it's a little more, we're getting off all the oils and everything more with this one than with this one. Does that make sense? I did it again. What I'm trying to say is this one I'll just use if I need a little something that's a little more heavy duty. Alright, now getting into the cleansing balms, which is why you're all here. So how I rated these, again, it's for like kind of how I've used them, like what I think of them. I've also taken into account the price of these things, of these balms. So if it's something that's very expensive but you don't get a lot of product, I'm a little iffy about it. If, kind of the opposite. I'll try to like see if it's like something that didn't work for me. I'll try to tell you guys who I think it would work for. So at the bottom of my little list is the Inky List Oat Cleansing Balm. This retails for $10 at Sephora. I bought this for my birthday because what I find with cleansing balms, one of my biggest issues with them is that it doesn't come with a lot of product. And this is like the most I've ever seen in a cleansing balm. It has 5 US fluid ounces, so 150 milliliters. And it's pretty affordable, $10, which is kind of one of the cheapest on this list. However, I find with this one, I don't feel like I'm getting all my makeup off. Like, I feel like there's a film left, and maybe that film is left there so it's moisturizing. So if you have very dry skin, maybe you would really like this. The thing that confuses me about this cleansing balm is how it's advertised. I was hearing a lot of people saying we're using this as their first and only cleansing balm, so they were using it kind of how you would use this, and people were like, no, it's a cleansing balm, it's the first cleanse and you go with the second cleanse. And even when I go in with this and my more hard duty cleanser, I still feel like I don't get all my makeup off, and I'm pretty sure I don't, because then I go in with this just to make sure, and there's a bunch coming off. This also says you can leave it on for 10 minutes as a nourishing face mask. I don't know. I just find this one kind of hard to use for me personally. I do like that you get a lot of product for such an affordable price, but it's just not, it doesn't do what I want it to do. I have quite a hard time with it. My face still feels dirty, that's why it's at the bottom, sadly. But again, if you had maybe dry skin, I could maybe see this working for you if you want something that's not stripping at all. But yeah, sadly, they're at the bottom. Okay, so here, the next one is kind of tied with another one, and I think I'm just going to present them as tied. We have the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm, and the Physicians Formula Perfect Matcha 3-in-1 Melting Cleansing Balm for all skin types. I do like both of these. If I had to pick, I do think this one took off my makeup better, but this one I see why people love it because it doesn't have a scent. This does have a matcha, kind of fake matcha scent to it. I don't personally mind it, but if you're sensitive to scents, this will maybe bother you. This has no scent whatsoever. It's empty right now, but I think for the price, and again, this is when price gets to be a little bit of an issue. This is quite expensive. So for 2.8 ounces, 125 milliliters, is it milliliters? I don't know. It's $31 for this, and then for this one, it is 1.4 ounces, 40 grams. Oh, we don't even get ml. I don't know what it says in that. And you get it for, it ranges, I think, from $13 to $16, depending where you can find it. I try to get this on sale. I can tell I ripped off a clearance thing for this. So it is somewhat, and it's not expensive as this, but it is kind of expensive for what? You're only getting 1.4 ounces while you're getting 3.8 for this one, but this one is $31. It took off my makeup, but And again, I think it's one of those things that if I had sensitive dry skin, I would probably like it because it doesn't feel stripping. And I'm not saying this feels stripping, but I feel my makeup is off when I use this. This also does come with a spatula and like a little area to put the hold on. So this is where you kind of put the spatula and you take it out like this. The spatula is currently being used on something else. At the moment, I just dropped everything. Again, why these are kind of so low is because, again, this is like $31. This is like $16. I feel like there's others on this list that I think are a little bit better and less expensive. Again, if you're willing to splurge and you have sensitive skin and cannot do scents whatsoever, this you'll like, I think. You'll really enjoy this. There's no scent, there's no frills, there's no nothing. You'll like this. If you were someone at the drugstore, I have another one coming up, and you can't find that one or something, this is also decent, but it is for $16 quite a bit for how much you're getting. I just want to put that out there. So yes, these are kind of tied, I guess, in their own little way. Kind of cheating, but we have a cleansing oil. So we have the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. This is the travel size in 2.4 fluid ounces. I'm pretty sure I got 2 of these on sale at Target. They were like $3 or $5 each. Like, they were super cheap. The mini one, hold on, let me look again. The mini one is $14. This one, and for 2.3, and then for 6 ounces, you get it. That one's $28. I think that one's coming up in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, so you can pick it up for half price. You'll like it. I do like this. I do like that it's an oil, and I like that you can kind of pump it out, if that makes sense. So you don't need to get the spatula out. You don't have to worry about touching it. One thing about that Clinique cleansing balm is that it doesn't come with a spatula, so you're just using your fingers, and it's like not the most hygienic thing, but hopefully you're washing your hands before you're touching your face with stuff, you know, that kind of thing. But I do kind of like this. Kind of, yeah, it's top. There's another one above this one, but this is just, I like this. I do really like this. I don't like it as much as my other one, just because sometimes I can't really describe why this is not number 1. Maybe, again, it's for the price, because rebuying this might be a pain. It's harder to get, but does this have a scent? This has like a slight scent, but I don't think it's like something that would really bother sensitive skin. Hold on, let me just do a little. It does have a scent, but I don't know if it's just kind of like a soapy scent. Like, it's not as, it's not like the matcha one where you're like, oh, this is like fake matcha, but, yeah, I do like it. I do find that sometimes I need to use a lot more product to get all my makeup off. That's my one issue with it. But I like it. I would recommend it. If you can get it on sale, it's even better. Number 1 spot is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm with hyaluronic acid and ceramides and peptides. I really like this. I like that you can get it at Target at least for $10. That's how much it is. You're getting 2.2 ounces. You're getting 2 ounces of product, which I feel like out of all of these is pretty good. Again, I didn't really do the math. Oh, did I do the math? I kind of forgot to do the math. I do really like this. My one issue is I wish there was like a place I could put the little spatula. I just put it on top of it. I think you could put it inside it. I find this takes off my makeup very well. There is a scent to this. I think it's like their Holy Hydration line kind of scent. Doesn't bother me, but if you're something very sensitive to scents, you might be bothered by it. It kind of reminds me of the DHC one, where it shouldn't bother you, where like it's not as, you know, fake smelling as, say, the Physicians Formula one. I really like this. I like that it's easy to find. Like, you can, like I said before, you can get it at Target. It is only $10. You do sometimes, I guess my one critique is you sometimes do need quite a bit of product. Not too much. I don't think you need as much as like the Physicians Formula one. This one is cheaper than the Physicians Formula one, so if you can pick this one up, I think you'll be really happy with this. Yeah, I just think you'll like, this is just, I feel like the most accessible one, you know, like if you can go to a Target, a who else has e.l.f.? trying to think. Does Walmart have e.l.f.? Yeah, Walmart will have e.l.f. I'm not sure if the drugstores have e.l.f. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I think that this is just like an easy, you can find this one. Physician formula, sometimes it's a little hard to find. Sometimes they don't have that product in particular. The rest you do kind of have to go to either, Ulta or order. I don't know if this one you can find in stores at Ulta. You might be able to find this at Sephora. Is Anki list at Sephora? It might just be online. But I just think this is like the easiest one you can probably find. You can order it online. Whatever. It's just like, it's nice. I like what it does. It takes off my makeup. I was a little wary about it because sometimes this line can break me out. Their Holy Hydration Essence is the one that did me dirty. But I do think this is nice. I think it's takes off my makeup very well. Sometimes I do have issues taking off mascara with cleansing balms in general. I think that just might be the mascara I use. How I would recommend doing, if you have problems with that, what I usually do is I will either use, so it depends what I do. You don't want to just, so say you do your cleansing balm, you do your cleanser, you don't want to go in with this and then go over your eye because it's going to leave, as you can see there's bubbles in this and that's like soap. So you don't want to just leave that on your eye. So after you take off your makeup, you might just want to go in with like a cleansing cloth and either use water or the micellar water and just like, especially by your eye makeup, make sure that you get it all off. You might be like, well, Liz, what's the point of the whole cleansing balm thing if I still have to go in it? You don't have to go in with this. You could probably just get away with just using water. Again, it's up to you. The one benefit of, I feel like, using a cleansing balm is that it's a little less stripping on your skin and you're able to keep more moisture compared to maybe just if you were just using cleansing water or just a wipe. Like, you really don't want to use wipes. They're not good for you. Not good for your skin. So yeah, that's how I usually get off the leftover crusties or whatever that are going on by my eyes. That is it. I hope you pick up the e.l.f. Hydrating Cleansing Balm. Or no, Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. I hope you found this video informing. If you happen to have other recommendations for cleansing balms, either in the drugstore, at Ulta, maybe more high-end, let me know. I've looked at, I know IT Cosmetics and Pharmacy both have their own kind of higher-end ones that are like $30, so they're a little pricey. But if you happen to have others that you know are out there, let me know. I would love to try them out, or I'd love to talk about them. Yes, hope you... How am I ending this? I need to end this. Oh, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, you should look up my podcast, Let's Talk Pop Culture, on Instagram. It's Let's Talk Pop Culture on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So if you're interested, go listen. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Thank you and bye.